One of those guys. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so down.
Just have to think the last thing he's here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Kaiser to throw it. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 23 yards on the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Williams loses the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd down, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They start the drive with Cook, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go.
Kaiser now from the 50. And his throw here is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, 88. Right. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26. Right. Hey, check 26. Hey.
First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hey, flex. Jump out. Zoom. Hey.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
319. Jump out. Over here.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yo, right in there. Yo. Rhino. Go ahead.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's got the connection over across midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Switch. Under press. Slam.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Rhino! Hey, Clipper! Move!
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
319! Jump out! 319! Hey, we're not going!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well and get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yellow! Ringo! Two! Wait your heart,
First down, here's Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A
first down throw for Cousins. A dump off for Abdullah. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go, come on.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle of the Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
It's hard to believe when we look at the numbers that our statistician Marvin has given us about Aaron Rodgers today, that he's been held to this few. That's not normal for him.
And that explains the scoreboard, doesn't it?
It really does. As he goes, so goes his team, and he is just absolutely scintillating, but it's still not over for him yet.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. We got three. Bingo.
Cook following the penalty. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Rhino. The hook.
2nd down, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Cousins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky 50. The hook. Where is? Lucky 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We're going. Let's go. Where's the hot?
Cousins now on 2nd down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Touchdown, Vikings! Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Flush to his right. Lets this one rip toward, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Lucky 50. Take 4. Hot. Shift. Okay, we're good. We're good. The hot. Oh, here we go. Oh. The hot.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They go play action. Kaiser. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Kaiser. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Caught left side by Cobb. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Gun! Where's the hot?
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over them. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Move! Move!
From the gun, here's Cousins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with him.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Now Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here we go!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
A 2nd down throw down for Kaiser. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. They're already slim hopes are going to... Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot from... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive, until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Cousins here to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's going to fire one deep. And my goodness, another interception. First career pick for the rookie Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Throwing here, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To the air again, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.